Podcast episode number 4, Your First Home, the Ultimate Retirement. Welcome back to Retirement Solutions for All Ages, or welcome if it's your first time. I'm your host, Ruth, Retirement Mortgage Expert at Nexa Mortgage. Today, I want to talk about something that might seem simple, but it's one of the most powerful wealth building tools available to us, real estate. Specifically, how getting started with real estate when you're young can make you more money in retirement than a traditional job ever could. As we discussed in our first episode, the power of compounding is a financial superpower. Now, let's apply that superpower to one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. Let's face it, you need a place to live. Anyway, so why let that money go to the landlord every month? The idea of paying yourself first is the cornerstone of financial planning, and home ownership is the ultimate form of that forced savings. I'm not a tax professional, and tax laws can change, and they do change. So please consult a professional for your specific situation. To share my personal story and the powerful principles behind it. Other people's money and other people's savings. Let's start with the staggering statistic that I love to share. Homeowners have a median net worth that is 40 times higher than that of renters. Think about that for a moment. 40 times? That's according to recent data from the Federal Reserve. And it's a statistic that has held true for years. Now, you might hear that real estate only appreciates in value on average of 4% per year. And while that's decent, a steady return, the real magic of real estate investing comes from two concepts. One, forced savings, and two, other people's money. First, forced savings. When you pay a mortgage, you're not just throwing money away like you are with rent. A portion of every single payment goes towards paying down the principal of your loan. That's money you're building in equity, and it's a form of savings that is happening automatically every month. Second, using other people's money. This is the superpower of real estate. You buy a property with a small down payment, and the bank provides the rest of the money for the purchase in the form of a mortgage. This leverage can provide a return on your investment that is hundreds or even thousands of times your initial cash outlay. Let me tell you about my own story. My husband and I bought our first fixer-upper home in Brookfield, Illinois. We were young and didn't have much cash. We purchased the home with only $2,000 out of our pockets. The rest was a mortgage. We ran up credit card debts to fix the place up, and then as the value of the home increased, we refinanced to pay off that debt. Over the years, as we kept moving up the property ladder, we used to joke that we had an over $1 million home in Marco Island with a Brookfield, Illinois mortgage. The power of compounding and time. Let's crunch the numbers on home 1 to the last home. When my husband decided to retire, we sold our most recent home and pocketed a profit of $660,000. Now let's do the math on the return on investment. We're talking about an initial out-of-pocket outlay of only a $2,000 investment, turning into a profit of $660,000. That's a return on investment of, wait for it, 33,000%. To put that into context, that is a compound annual growth rate of approximately 22.5% per year. Now, compare that to the average stock market return, which is historically around 10%. A 22.5% compound annual return is absolutely incredible. And remember, that was all from homes that we lived in, improved, and leveraged. We were building equity and wealth while we were living our lives and enjoying our home. The other benefits are tax advantages. While I'm not a tax professional, homeowners can benefit from deductions on mortgage interest and property taxes. And when you sell a primary residence, there are significant capital gain exclusions. Your home as a retirement asset. So, how does this all tie into retirement? For many people, a paid off home is the cornerstone of their retirement plan. You eliminate a major monthly expense, freeing up cash for travel, hobbies, and healthcare. But for those who have built equity strategically, their home becomes an asset they can tap into. As a retirement mortgage expert, I've seen countless people use their home equity to fund their retirement in flexible ways. Whether it's through a reverse mortgage to create a tax-free income stream, a home equity line of credit, HELOC, for emergencies, or selling and downsizing to a smaller, more manageable property to fund their lifestyle, your home is not just a place to live. It's a retirement asset. The key is to start early. Just like with compound interest in a 401k, the earlier you start building equity in a home, the more powerful the results. Every mortgage payment is a step towards a more secure, wealthy retirement. You can't get that from paying rent. It's about empowerment. My expertise lies in helping you see the full potential of your home. It's not just four walls and a roof, it's a financial powerhouse. It's about empowering you to take control of your financial destiny, to stop letting your money go to the landlord, and to start building wealth for yourself and your family. So if you're a young person thinking about your first home, or if you're a parent wondering how to help your kids get a leg up, remember this: a home is more than just a place to live. It's a foundational piece of robust retirement plan. It's an investment in your future that provides you with a place to live today. Thank you for joining me on Retirement Solutions for All Ages. If this episode sparked some new insight for you or made you think differently about your living situation, please leave us a review, share it with a friend who's renting, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future insights. Until next time, I'm Ruth, the Retirement Mortgage Expert, empowering you to shape your financial future on your own terms.